we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's get up to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. For the call, we bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Tennessee Titans. From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules, and a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Leading him out is going to be their quarterback. That's the grizzled vet, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
One thing that I think Ryan Fitzpatrick doesn't get enough credit for is his toughness. This is a guy who plays through injuries, but it's also being mentally tough. Knowing that everyone's always trying to move him out of the lineup, trying to find a replacement for him, yet he continues to battle and has earned the total respect of his teammates.
Mike, 180! Check, 55, Mike.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Got his man. It's Eifert. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Here now the offense for the Bengals.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Adam Humphries deep for the Titans. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing, Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And Walker has it. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And we roll now on the graphics for the offensive starters.
Let's take a look at the left tackle, Taylor Lewan. A big, gregarious guy with great athletic ability. Plays the game with a little bit of an edge. In fact, he doesn't play to the whistle. He plays to the echo of the whistle.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
When you play against Carlos Dunlap, you have to think protecting your passer. He knows how to get upfield and rush the quarterback.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, 45 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Mike 20!
He's scared. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Fitzpatrick on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. The starting defense for the Titans.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And the catch good, it's Eifert. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check pass.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And his throw is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And Tate's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up second down. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. A draw play. Bernard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And Eifert has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
54's Mike. 54's
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Titans' 5-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Fitzpatrick. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota on the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He finds Corey Davis. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. Mariota to throw it. He gets it to Humphries.
Complete to Adam Humphries. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. To throw is Mariota. He's got his man Sharp, complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. To the air again, Mariota. He completes it to Henry. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll throw again, Mariota. And now he's going to use his legs. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. All right, let's focus now on Giovanni Bernard. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
Hey, Winnie! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Fitzpatrick. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike 530. Mike 5. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
50 seconds, I got it.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota, and he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. They'll toss it to Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, he'll bice, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Vigil coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Let's go.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Fitzpatrick throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On the delay, it's Mixon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Got his man, it's Eifert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Now a carry for Bernard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place. And
usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Fitzpatrick. Caught right side, Tate. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Well, obviously you can take the field goal here and tie it, or you can be gutsy. What are you doing?
Oh, man, come on. Let's be gutsy. Let's go get it, because to me, after this drive in this spot, a field goal feels like a disappointment. Go get it done, and let your team know you're with them.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Bullock's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mariota. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Mariota to throw. It's caught. Humphries. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. Mariota to Lewis on the draw. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Titans first down.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Mike 57. Go on. Go on.
Here's Mariota. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mariota gives to Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
All day, baby, all day.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.